Peace. One of the questions I've recently been asked was, where do I find inspiration for the things that I speak to you about? And I'm sure that I cannot sufficiently explain that to you in any plain language. But I will do my best to invite you through the process of my own being into what may inspire you as well, to consider within yourself what inspires you within your life. I will share as best as I can. And this is something I will do a little bit more, is to share more personal things about myself and my journey from my perspective in the way that I am witnessing whenever I speak to you here. I do so as a process of my own nature. It is not as if I decided one day I would like to do this and it will bring me joy, but it is very much in the same way that a child learns to walk, or that you learn to speak and to act about in the way that you are. To me, I witness myself in this way. It is just as the wind. Why is it so? Does the wind know? Does the sun know why it rises? Do the mountains know why they grow? In the changing of the seasons? You see, for myself, in all ways of my life, the color you see, the paintings behind me, the music that I make, the way I interact with people in my day, in my close friendships, in my family, in strangers, people who I meet, in all ways of my life, in the way I interact with nature, in all of it, to me, it is a process of nature that I am simply allowing. It is a truth of my own being that I am allowing to occur, that I myself am a witness to. In many ways, to me, that is profound, but it is also so simple. If we will only get out of our own way. But as we were speaking on the subject, I'll try to share some of what it is like for me to be a witness of myself. You see, I'll sit down here, and it is the very same as I am speaking to you now. I do not know what I'm going to say to you. I am more so listening myself. It is as if I am reading to you in a book that I do not see before me. And it is beautiful, and you may be able to witness it in your own way. Silence is always speaking. There is always a message being communicated to you. I will sit down here sometimes with a few words that I would like to say, that I had thought of, or that had come to me, that I had heard in this silence, that I allow within my presence, of something that I would like to speak on for this shared purpose of my nature and your nature in this developmental process that is all things. And I always sit down before you with this small idea of what I might want to say. And I am entirely a witness to it in the same way that you are. It is as a river flows. I do not know what I will say in the next moment or where it comes from, but that there is an agreement being made. There is an agreement being made with creation that I will be present, that I will show up for this nature that I am, for this way that I am, and that I will be allowed a witnessing through that. And I suppose if I would like to step back and reflect and gather thought about the way things have occurred in my life, it is just as I have spoken many times before, there is a guiding hand that is occurring in all things. In much of this, and I've spoken of this to some amount before as well, all things are alive. Everything around you that you do not see is alive and has a will. There is a spirit in all things. All knowledge, all words that you speak, these are living things. And in the nature of life, these things have a will of their own. and they will seek life through you, that they as well may be witnessed and known. And so much of the way I experience this is a communication with what could perhaps be considered the unconscious that we all share, the one life that we all share, that we so often speak of, and the different manifestations that would seek a life through our being, and through my own will, and my own discernment, in the way that I have shaped myself. There is a decision to be made continually within this, that what is spoken, what we give life to, be something that is good, that will develop further, something that is beautiful, something that is true, something that is going to facilitate a higher nature and a higher creation through the witnessing that we have, through the creation that comes from this witnessing that we have, this conscious that we have, that we go down into these depths, and that we come back with what we have found there, and that we choose not to interact in such a way that will lessen our nature, but that will empower it, and that will further reveal this developed nature in a way that we may wield. And you see it as a collaborative thing in this way. That guiding hand, that one life that is, the truth of your being, the truth of nature, the truth of love, that this is all overseen in some form of a way, and that you are allowed to participate in it, and that it is your nature to participate in it, to develop further what is good, what is true, what am I, what are you. So I'm inspired by all things in my life. All of creation is inspiring to me, as it is all God's creation. God can be found in all of it. Love can be found in all of it. Truth can be found in all of it. You can be found in all of it. I can be found in all of it. And that is profound to me. So I suppose in many ways I am inspired in that a veil has fallen from my eyes, and that I have seen the severity of my own hand. I've seen the severity of my own word, of my own thought, of my own witnessing, of my own belief. And I have seen within that severity what wrong can be done, and I've seen in that severity what good can be done, and that the goodness is the truth, that is where you are going, and that we have a responsibility to ourselves and to each other to facilitate that, to participate in it, to invite it, to welcome it, to invoke it through your speech, through the deed of your hand, through the belief that live within you. And so I suppose in some ways it is my duty to do so. And for much of my life, or at least in parts and in times, and there's purpose within it for my own development, in parts and in times, I've been reluctant to it, to the responsibility of it. You see, everything that I will ever speak to you here, if it is ever true, if it is ever of God, if it is ever of love, if it is ever of truth, then it is yours already. It is within you already. And it is in all other things. And that is beautiful. That is inspiring. And that we can awaken this in each other. That we can awaken it in ourselves. And be further, be higher, be more. Further truth revealed here, that you are, that I am. And that is inspiring to me. That I have experienced heartbreak in my life. That I have felt pain. That I have felt sorrow. That I have felt alone for so much of my life. That is inspiring to me. The truth in the love, the God that is revealed within it, through the resolution that these things offer to you, if you will choose it, if you will participate, if you will allow, if you will listen in that silence that you have been given, that I have been given, the gift that it was, that is inspiring to me. It is inspiring to me that I have found it of my own within the greatest depth of suffering, within the greatest darkness that can live within me. It is inspiring to me that that as well is beautiful and is true and serves this purpose of love and of truth and of God, this development of nature, and that this is within you as well. And it is inspiring to me to know that it is within you as well. And to see the potential, for the veil to be lifted from my eyes, to see the potential that lives within you, in every single one of us, to craft this world to our own image, and to have made the image that we are one of God, one of love, one of truth. That is inspiring to me for what this world can be, for the truth that lives within you. I am inspired. I am inspired by what may come from you, and that is why I speak. I am inspired for what is hidden within you that I would love to know. I'm inspired from the healing that I have seen in people. I'm inspired in the sickness I have seen be overcome in my life and in others. I'm inspired by the continual process of transformation and change, the death of things that we are granted that life may be. I'm inspired by blue sky and sunshine. It is one of my favorite things. God made a beautiful choice in making the sky blue. I'm inspired by mountains and the land of this earth and the creatures that walk upon it. Birds in the sky are a favorite thing of mine. Many things, I suppose all things, truly inspire me. And I believe within you that exists as well. You know, it is profound to me that I encounter it in people, that they do not see themselves as profound. And I do not mean it in any form of really an egotistical kind of a way. More so just in that you have a being. What could this mean? That is inspiring to me. That you have a capability to wave your hands about and to speak and to walk on this earth and to witness what this will do, that you are. That is inspiring to me. It is inspiring to me that you cannot avoid that. That you cannot avoid that you are participating in what you are going to be seeing before you. That you are participating in what is alive within you. It is inspiring to me, as I have spoken of just priorly, that all things unseen are alive. All knowledge has life. Unseen spirits all around you. Some call them good, others we call evil. Demons and angels, God and the devil. And that each and every one of these things has a will, and it seeks your power for that will to live. That is inspiring to me. That the devil would whisper in your ear, and that God would be lending you a hand. That there is help for you when you seek it, and that there are challenges before you that you may conquer. That this is further revealed upon you. This truth of your nature. That is inspiring to me. That all things seek your will. That all things seek your participation. That is inspiring to me. And perhaps I am no different in this, and that I would seek for you to develop in your own way. That I would be blessed to see this. That I would be blessed to see this, to see you walk the earth. Happy, healthy, and strong, grateful in life in God. In what is unique within you. It is the same way that I would seek your will. I would seek your power. That you have a happy family. That you are blessed in your life. That you are an empowerment to those around you. That you are an effect in your community, in your surrounding environment. That is inspiring to me. that I can participate in, that you are great. That is inspiring to me. And I'm inspired by this, that it is so profound to me that I witness and I reflect upon myself, that I am aware, that I am present for myself, and that there is so much of me that it would seem I have not chosen, but that has always been there. That is inspiring to me. What next will I find? That is inspiring to me. All things that I can be, and perhaps all things that I am not. That is inspiring to me. The one that I am and the one that you are. And I hope that that will be a sufficient and enjoyable and empowering bit of speech together and personal reflection of what inspires me. And that we will continue to learn and to grow together, that we may witness this, what is great within you and what is great within me. And that we are all further and more for this, and that God anoints and endows this of us. Beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful God, that you are courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.